Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast, where we unlock the power within and navigate the journey of your self-discovery together. I'm Shaz, your spiritual mentor and life coach, here to help you tap into your inner guidance system and manifest your best life. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or looking to deepen your practice, this podcast offers insights, techniques, and inspiration to elevate your consciousness and transform your reality. Get ready to shine your light and embrace your true potential. Remember, the answers are inside you. Let me be your guide on earth. Welcome back to the Spiritual Awakening podcast with Shaz. I'm your host, Shaz. I'm a transformational life coach, intuitive mentor, and psychic medium and healer. I help guide women to heal from their trauma, release the old stories so they can reconnect to the power within, remember who they really are, and stand up to shine. Today, I want to dive into a topic that a lot of us struggle with, especially sort of before our spiritual awakening, but even after so, and that's self-doubt. Self-doubt is actually a learned behavior. It's something that we are taught by others. We are taught not to trust ourselves, not to believe in ourselves. We can be bullied or belittled or put down, whether that's from family members, school and society, job places, friends, lovers, whatever it may be. When we come into this world, and if you ever go and look at children, they never doubt themselves, not 1 minute. They trust and believe that they're infallible. They can do anything they set their mind to. And you watch it from nursery all the way through to teenage years, or that middle age from, say, 8 to 20 sort of thing, where it sort of gets beaten out of them. Before that, most children have great self-belief and trust that they can do anything. It is where we start to learn the most things in our lives. We learn to walk, to ride a bike, to speak, to count. We're forever inquisitive. We always want to know why. And when someone says, no, you can't do that, ask a 2-year-old, if you say, don't climb on this or don't touch that, what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to go straight out and do it. They don't have any doubt. They don't have any doubt that someone will be there to save them, rescue them if necessary, or that they can achieve miracles because they are walking and growing miracles. It saddens my heart so deeply that many people lose that throughout life. It starts with that nagging little voice that says, can I really do this? Or someone saying, no, you can't do that. We kill dreams in childhood. When a child says that they want to be a millionaire or the president of the country or a pilot, an astronaut, whatever it may be, and you say, no, you can't do that, you are killing a part of them and you are creating the cycle of doubt. You are creating limitations. We are unlimitless and full of unlimited possibility in this life. We just have to let ourselves remember that. And please don't take it away from anybody. Don't start the cycle of what if I fail? If you're going to fail at something, so what? Nobody learned to walk the first time. Nobody learned to walk the first time or talk the first time or grow or run or do anything the first time. We all failed at some time in life, but you dust yourself off, pick yourself back up again and do another attempt. Failure for me is just first attempt in learning. It is one step on the pathway to finding the solution. Most things that you do in life, you never get right the first time. Many people fail at everything every day. It's not going to break you. It's not going to tear you down. And even if you do it spectacularly in front of other people, we've all fallen over in the street, right? Slipped over on something, fallen on your ass, exposed something here and there, done all the wrong things. You're not going to die from failure. You're going to grow, you're going to expand, and you'll certainly learn. So fail daily, but fail forward. Step into the process of what can I learn from this failure in order to pivot, shift, or alter to create the success you want. For the true failure in life, and there's only one real failure, and that's doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. If you do it exactly the same way it's always been done, you're still going to fail. But if you pivot and you adjust and you take into account what you gain from the lesson of the first failure and alter the course, you'll find success along the way. This business of what am I not good enough? Do you know how many clients come and see me and their favorite comment is, am I good enough? I'm not good enough for this or that. The first thing I'm going to ask you when you tell me you're not good enough, I want you to describe to me what is enough. And please, for God's sake, do not compare yourself to your sister, your mother, your brother, or anybody else in this world as being enough. You are unique, you are individual, and you will never be exactly the same as anybody else. You can't say you're not enough if you don't know what enough is in the first place. And is the enough definition that you have your definition or somebody else's? Most of the time, it's our parents' definition of enough or our teacher's definition, our work placement, anybody else's definition of enough. Nobody else can really, honestly put into words or put a cap on what enough is for an individual. It's unique. It's you. You get to decide what is enough. You get to set the bar, because when you're allowing other people to set that bar, the minute you reach it, no, that's not enough. I'm going to raise it another 10 degrees or another 10 inches higher. You will never attain somebody else's goals. You will only ever attain your own. It's up to you how you choose to go through it. For me, it's definitely a symptom of conditioning. When you are told over and over again, no, you can't, that is not possible, it's not within your reach. One of the greatest things that I learned online, and Steve Harvey said it, is when God plants a seed, if you can imagine that, if you can think about that, visualize that, and dream it into existence, then you can certainly achieve it. We allow other people to deny our dreams. Just because somebody else can't see it doesn't mean that you can't achieve it. It's just not their dream. So be careful who you share your dreams with, and never share your big dreams with small-minded people, because the first thing they're going to do is denounce that as possible. When if it's your dream, you can certainly go out there and do it. It takes effort, it takes aligned action, and it takes a lot of discipline to stay true to the core values that you create around this dream and to the goal in mind. You can't get there instantaneous and turn around and say, I'm going to miraculously be a millionaire. It happens occasionally to people, but it's not a true reality. But if that is your goal, you will find a way to achieve that goal through discipline, hard work, and how you show up in life. Most of us get told to doubt that inner voice. I call it intuition, inner guidance system, or the aspect of self, which is your higher self that communicates with you. Have you ever been there and known in your heart that this is what I want to do, and you go share it with somebody else and they go, no, don't do it that way, it's this way, and the exact way that you wanted to do it was the one that worked, and that got the result, but you didn't listen to it because somebody else stuck their nose in where it wasn't wanted? You are the only one who can really know what is right for you. Even as a psychic, I can't tell you exactly what's right for you. I can offer possibilities that are available to you. I can set you on a pathway to find the answers for yourself, but nobody can really tell you what is exactly the way to live your life, what you are going to do. Those answers lie deep within you, but we doubt them. We disbelieve what we see, what we feel, what we know from our own inner source. And it's that inner guidance system, that intuition that lies within you that has the greatest answers that are out there. It's up to you how you choose to follow that, because that is what's going to get you the greatest success in life, not by following somebody else's roadmap, and certainly not by copying somebody else out there. A lot of our doubt comes through emotional hurt and manipulation from other people, of someone saying that, no, go and do it. See what happened. You didn't follow what I said and it didn't work out for you. But that's just their judgment. And if someone plants a seed in your unconscious mind that it's not going to work, and that seed gets fed and watered by your thoughts of the doubt growing, and it's the source that gets fed more often, then that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you have a vision, a goal, or an idea, and you don't allow anybody else to steer you away from it, you focus on it and you put in the effort to go and achieve it, you will certainly do so. But it's under your own steam. Nobody else can get you there. It's up to you. Your nervous system also learns to doubt and to stop things based on what other people are telling us. This is something where we hold trauma within our body. Those feelings of not being good enough, not being able to reach the goal that our sisters and brothers did, not being the same sports person as the person next to us, not being as smart as the smartest person on the planet. These sort of things get stuck in our memory and create traumatic memories that are held within the body. I'm very, very passionate about educating people to pay attention to those signs in the body, how your body's communicating with you, because that can show you where the discord lies within you of unprocessed emotion, unidentified struggles or disbeliefs, or imbalance of pure belief acceptance and pure denial of self. It's up to you how you process it and get through it. None of it is permanent. Doubt is something that's learned, and we're taught it, and we follow that. But you can build up self-worth and confidence and knowing through practice and repetition. Everything that we learn in this life is through repetition one way or another, by someone telling us something great over and over again, or someone telling us something negative over and over again. It's up to us to work out how we want to feed these unconscious thoughts and this self-belief. You are the only one who can really decide who you really are. So let doubt float by the wayside. Stop carrying it around and holding it as this possession of somebody else's decision that impacts and affects your life moving forward. It causes us to freeze in life. We get stuck, we procrastinate, we don't move forward because doubt is so overwhelming. It's like a burden that sits on us that puts all this pressure for us to not make any movement forward. The easy way to get rid of it is just to put it aside and go, well, what if I just did it? What are the opportunities that could arise if I do take this step forward, go and chase after the dream that I want, or step into the power that lies within? Doubt's not a flaw. It's a learned survival response. Yes, you may have had to learn doubt in order to get through your childhood and to not be overly in the face of people who didn't want you to succeed. But just because it was something that was so, doesn't mean it has to remain so. You can release this doubt and empower yourself with great thinking, great decision making, great motivation, self-talk, affirmations, rituals, reprogramming. Our mind is a tool that learns by repetition. What you fill it with is what it will believe and what it will become. It's up to you how you work through it. You're the one that gets to decide what you receive into your mind. As soon as you become a young adult and you get to choose whether you believe what people are saying, accept what they're telling you, or deny the existence of it, this is up to you. When you really start to trust your gut instinct and your intuition, you can deny what other people say so easy, because you know they're not living the same truth that you are. Even if you live in the same household, many people that live in the same family don't have the same truths, the same beliefs, the same values, the same ideas, or the same inspiration, because it is given out individually and it's unique to self. It's up to you what you decide to do with it. Stop asking everybody else what you should do. Trust me, everyone's going to have an opinion. No, do it this way. do it that way. I know best. This is the way it worked for me. Just because it worked that way for them doesn't mean it's going to work that way for you. Trust your own instincts. Don't seek permission before taking action. Go and do it anyway. And if you fail, trust me, you're not going to die unless you're doing something dire that is going to cause consequence or bodily harm. Doubt is there to protect us in many ways from doing really stupid things. But otherwise, it's not going to hurt to go and test and try new things. I look at everything in life as an experiment. I go and test to see if it works. Some of the things work well and other things don't. Think about it, even in cooking. How many failures have you had in cooking in life? Oh, let's throw a bit of this in and a bit of that. And sometimes it works out fantastic and other times it tastes terrible. Everything in life is a bit like that. What are the ingredients you're throwing into the mixing bowl? Stop second guessing your worth and your words of wisdom. Trust the insights that come into your own mind from your own source being. That inner guidance system is the one thing that will get you to the greatest heights of success in this world. Never allow judgment or the failure of others to deny your existence to go and chase after the dream. If every time somebody else failed at something, other people said, oh, well, they failed at it, therefore it can't be done, we would never have anything in this world. There are so many inventions in this world that have multitudes of failures behind them. In society today, all you have to go and look at is the common telephone. Go look at your iPhone and look at the first versions of that phone and look at where we've come today. It took a lot of trial and error to get these things on the market, but we wouldn't be without them at any time. Failure is the mother of all learning. It is the only way you can gather data in order to know the right way to do things moving forward. When you look for outside people to justify your decisions, to tell you the way to do it, or to give you direction in life, you are just anchoring in the outsourcing of your power. All the power lies within you. It's not outside of you. Nobody else out there has all the answers. The only person or being in this world that has all the answers is God. And God lies within you. It is your connection to that source energy that will give you that power. Self-trust is something that is built, it's not found. You're not going to go searching for it in the dirt or in the garden or anybody else. It is built within. And as I said, we do it through repetition, by belief, by practice. Think about when you learned to write, okay? The first scrawls that you had and the scribbles on the paper as a 2-year-old. And it wasn't until someone sort of come and held your hand and helped you write the letters. And it took practice, and over and over and over again. We had to do it time and time again. How many times did we fail at spelling until we got it right? But once you mastered it, it's so easy now. We don't even think about it. It is unconscious in our being. And doubt's like that. Once you master having no self-doubt, confidence in self, and trust that no matter what happens, you're going to get through it and everything will be okay, life's a breeze. There are so many amazing things that happen with that mindset. You have to learn to silence the noise. When the itty bitty shitty committee, I call it, comes into your head and says, no, you can't do that because mum said, no, you can't do that. Or granddad said, you'll never amount to anything, or this is not the pathway for you. When that comes into your head, it's up to you to stop it. I just sit there and go, wave my hand through the top of my crown chakra and go, no, 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 we're not doing that. This is what I choose to think instead. Stop the old thought, put it in its place, and master the art of affirming your new belief or your new thought or value or what you want instead. Focus forward. Focus on the outcome that you want, not the problem that you have. We're not a sum of the problems of where we are right now. We are the master creators of the outcomes of what we desire. It's up to you how you get there. You're the only one that really can. Sometimes you need to do a body check-in. Doubt sits within the body. You can feel it. It's a negative thing that feels uncomfortable, especially in your solar plexus. When we feel doubt, our gut clenches and we feel such discomfort in our body and so uncomfortable within. It's up to you how you choose to work through that. Nobody's perfect, okay? Allow yourself the grace and the ability to evolve. Let it go. You can bubble your emotions out of your body. Find the central peace within. Center yourself. Come back to the breath and meditate, and then make a new decision moving forward. It's a practice. It's up to you how you do it. If you ever want to master a skill and you're not sure, prove to yourself that you can do it the first time, and then repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. It's the same way we learn musical instruments. We master one chord over and over again when you're playing the guitar. When you're learning a new skill, you master one aspect of it over and over again until it becomes mastery. There are some of the great mentors and masters out there, and especially in any sort of sporting field. And one of the greatest quotes that I loved was, "I'm more fearful of the person who masters one skill and does it 10,000 times than the person that masters 10,000 skills once." Right? If you repeat something over and over and over again, muscle memory takes over. It becomes ingrained with us. It runs on the unconscious. Think about it. The first mastery that we have in life is breathing. Then we move on to things like tying our shoes. Most of us brush our teeth without thinking about it, getting dressed without thinking about it, comb our hair, write. We can write blindfolded. I can type and create things without even looking at things. It's mastery. And it was through repetition. The first time I learned to type, I was atrocious. I couldn't even press the A on the typewriter because my pinky wasn't strong enough. I can now type 100 to 120 words a minute because I practiced and practiced. And it's up to you to put in the effort to prove to yourself over and over again that you can do it and you can handle it. Another factor that will really help you let go of self-doubt and any unworthiness in self is forgiveness for past deeds. Just because you got it wrong in the past doesn't mean that you will always get it wrong. We are not beings, or humanity is not something that keeps doing the same thing without learning. We all learn, we all pivot, and we all make adjustments. They can be minor or they can be major. It's up to you how you make that adjustment. If it wasn't for trial and error, trust me, most of the foods that we eat wouldn't exist. Most of the medicines wouldn't exist. The reason we spend so much money on pharmaceuticals and research and development is most of them fail for a long time before they find things that work. I don't really advocate for the industry, but it does have its purpose because there are things out there that work for us. And when they do work, it's important for us to utilize it. And when you do find success and you do something that works, you must learn to celebrate, especially the small wins. It's those small wins and minor steps that will get you to the greater results. Look at any sports person. It's the small wins of the training of getting that little bit faster. That's why we have personal best records, because we're racing ourselves, not everybody else. If we were forever racing against the top athlete or the top person in any field, nobody would achieve anything. The only person's results that you ever want to be better than is your own. Don't compare yourself to anybody else's time. Don't do it for anybody else. If you master it for your own time and you race against self, then you will create much better results and growth, because that is the only true measurement that we can count on. For me personally, I struggled with doubt so much through my life. I was told all the time I would never be able to do anything. I was not good enough. I was not smart enough. I was not fit enough. But I never really let it get me down, because inside, deep inside, there was this belief of I was here for purpose and a reason. Took a long time to figure it out, but it's been a journey along the way. And once I have mastered it and found that purpose and belief, The life that I've created for myself is so phenomenal. I'm excited every single day to get up and share this with other people, to show up in the best way I possibly can. Do I get it right all the time? No, I test and measure everything. I have failures every single day, especially when we're talking content and social media. It's not my mastery. But even with my intuition, I never fully trusted it or believed in it until I got repeated results with it. And then I decided that nobody else knew me the way that I knew me. I stopped listening to criticism. I shut that itty bitty shitty committee up and I sent it on its way. And I programmed my mind with powerful new beliefs of self. I chose who I was, and you can too. The only person who really knows you is not your mum or your dad or your brothers or sisters, your partner, your lover, or your kids. It's you. You need to learn who you are. You need to decide what's important to you. You need to decide what your beliefs and values are, what is important in your world. And once you master that, you let the rest go. Shut out all the external noise and find that serenity within. When I built my self-trust, I started to experience so much greater success. I healed my past. I let go of all the old stories, and I found the grace to go out there, to be seen, to be heard, and acknowledged for exactly who I am. I still have people that try and tell me I'm not good enough or that this person's better than me or vice versa. And quite frankly, I don't care. I might care in some way because I really don't want anyone to think negative of me, but I don't mind your opinion because you're entitled to it, because I know my intention, my worth, and my choices in life are about me. My whole life is all about me. Yes, I'm here to be of service and help other people, but I do it because it's my choice. I don't do it because I'm forced to and there's nothing else that I can do. There's plenty of other things that I can do. I do it because it's what I love and I find great joy, gratitude, and acceptance in assisting and helping other people identify what's going on and seeing the change they can make too. It was a long journey to get to this peace and clarity within self, to find the power to believe my intuition above everything else. I surrendered to spirit and literally said, I screwed up my life in my human form. I need my higher self and my inner guidance system to tell me everything. I no longer listen to anybody else. I don't even really ask anyone for their opinion. I'll ask them to test it and what they think. But if I agree with what they suggest, I may make some pivots and adjust. And if I don't, I just do it my way anyway. Practically everything I do in my life is my way. And if you don't like it, I don't even have a problem with it because I know I'm not for everybody. And that doubt doesn't exist. I don't question, am I good enough or can I do this? I did it for a while, but I'm even stronger in it. I even wondered at one stage, why would I do a podcast? Because quite frankly, who am I and why would people want to listen to me? It just come down to my higher self and my spirit guides wouldn't shut up until I did it. And I have great feedback from people who listen, who get great value of it. And that makes my heart shine. That makes everything inside of me sing. I'm so full of joy. I'm high vibrational and I love everything about life. Is everything perfect? No, it's not. There are struggles along the way. There are hardships. But I don't fall a victim into the hardship and the poor me status and these things are going wrong. I just sit there and go, okay, that went wrong. Now, how can I make it go right? What is the result that I want instead? How can I pivot or shift to get that result? And it does. It brings me greater connection, greater clients, and the greater ability to have impact on the masses. I am here to be of service for spirit in answer to God's prayer. I want to help people not have this doubt, not show up for themselves, not be what they're not meant to be. I want them to really become everything they're meant to be, to find that passion inside, make life easy, and have everything they desire. And I believe with everything in me that it's possible. Yes, there's work to do. Yes, you have to heal, but you choose. Everything in life is a choice. Free will matters. You get to choose what you want in this life. It's up to you how it works for you. When you build trust in self, it shifts everything within you, okay? I tackle life head on. I tackle challenges head on. I respond, not react. I choose whether to interact with things, whether it's important enough to me. And I don't even hold on to things that are said and done to me, because I start asking the simple question, is it going to matter in 5 years? And if it's not, just let it go. Did it harm me? Did it hurt me? No, it didn't. How can I grow from that? How can I move forward from that and focus forward again? Self-trust doesn't mean that you never have fear and you never have any sort of doubt or stoppage. The doubt's there for a reason. It's not really there to stop you completely. It's there to ask you, is that the exact right step moving forward, or do you need to make an adjustment? It's up to you which pathway you take with it. It means that you move forward despite it. Expand the comfort zone. Step out of the fear. Look yourself in the eye and just do it. You may have noticed, if you've listened to all these podcasts, that in the beginning they weren't as easy for me to give you the information. I struggled with it for a fair bit, but in it, my goal is that even if one person hears this episode and has impact from it, that makes it done for me. Everything I do is for the betterment of others and the betterment of self, because I want to have impact on the world. And that's my self-belief. When you find your own self-belief and you show up in the world like this, miracles happen each and every day. Yes, you're allowed to make mistakes. Yes, there's going to be problems on the way, because if there wasn't, literally when everything becomes perfect and there's nothing left for us to achieve, learn, or evolve through, that's when we start to manifest the end of our life. It's when we decide that there's nothing here for us to do. These mastery of life and the different levels of things that we go through and the learning is all about our own evolution and ascension. And we continue to do it right up until our death. And that's why some people, when they are in that phase at the end of their life, they linger until they complete certain aspects. It's up to you how you decide to do it. Self-doubt is definitely a learned behavior. It is something projected onto us by other people. It's then up to you whether you want to believe them or start to believe yourself. When you can't believe in yourself, you have the power to make changes. Do affirmations, repeat them over and over again. Do tapping and EFT to instill new beliefs, new thought patterns. Find healing, do the inner work. If you get really stuck and you don't know what to do, I have a group coaching program called Shine with Shaz. One of the master lessons throughout it is to release the self-doubt and to find that power within, to re-identify who you really are, to remember the greatness, that aspect of source God energy that's within you. Everyone has a piece of God in them, and God is unlimited. It is amazingly adaptable. It's inventive. It gives us everything. It's the dreamer within us, the imagination that has desires. It is those little rockets of desire we float off to the universe with wants. That's the part of ourself, our higher self connection back to source, that drives us into living. When we lose that and we have no hope or no connection with that, that is unfortunately when we do start to die off and things really start to go wrong. If you doubt that you can achieve anything and the doubt is so strong, you'll manifest disease, and that is not something I want anybody in this world to do. So if you ever get stuck and you don't know how to deal with any of this, please reach out. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow my Facebook, or go and check out my website. There are plenty of resources there, or you can DM me on Facebook. I'm always happy to talk to listeners. If you need tips or an EFT script to help you with your specific thought processes. Not everyone has the same self-doubt. Doubt covers a lot of things. The same stories are not existent within everyone. If you have something and you don't know how to deal with it, reach out. I'll create it for you in 5 minutes. I'm happy to help on that avenue. So please find your inner self. Trust your own internal knowledge. Listen to your source energy. Pay attention to your intuition and guidance system. It is the cheerleader, that little positive being inside of you that tells you you can do anything that you set your mind to. All you have to do is to take the action. Love yourself. Remember your greatness within. And until next time. Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. You can also follow us on Facebook with the links below. Until next time, trust your intuition and let your spirit soar.